Hi, welcome to Pilates Sculpt with Weights. My name is Sophia and I'll be guiding you through your practice today. We'll get started at our mats. This class is a fusion of Pilates, cardio, and some yoga flow taught in a vinyasa style way. So it'll be one breath, one movement. The postures flow together. We will be using weights. I like to start with a weight safety explanation before we get started. With the weights, we always bring our weights to our shoulders and up, shoulders and out. Avoid swinging the weights to protect your shoulders. When we're flowing with the weights, you can use them in high plank, pressing your knuckles flush to the ground. Make sure that your wrists remain stacked so they don't bow out or in when your wrists are on the weight. They're nice and stacked. Other than that, when we do reverse warrior, which is a posture that we'll do, an exercise that we'll do, traditionally reverse warrior is a side body stretch. However, since we have the weights, one hand will be to the hip and one hand will be a shoulder press straight up above your shoulder, finding that nice length through the side body. Other than that, just listen for the transitions and cues. We'll get started in a child's pose or rest pose. Place your weights on either side of your mat. Bring your big toes together. Separate your knees and fold forward. Rest your forehead on the earth. Stretch your hands towards the very top of your space, stretching underneath your underarms, your side body. Take a deep breath in, allowing yourself to arrive onto your mat, into your practice. And an open mouth exhale, think of it as staleness, exiting your body, creating space for something new, for something positive to occur during this time on your mat. And start to think about what brought you here. What brought you onto your mat today? What intention do you have as you move? Is it to create some strength or balance? Whatever it is, start to think about that. Today we will talk a lot about intention of each posture. So set your own personal intention and see how you can take it from your mat, off of your mat today. One more breath here. Inhale, stretch a little further. And exhale. On your next inhale breath, rise to all fours, tabletop or quadruped position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and align your knees underneath your hips. Create a long spine. Press into your fingertips, broaden across your shoulders, and then exhale to a cat pose. Round your spine. Press your mid back to the sky as you lengthen your tailbone down. Let your head hang heavy. And then inhale, find a nice neutral spine, moving into a cow pose, a little spinal extension. Think of pulling your belly forward and opening across your chest. Close your eyes and move through these two motions, flowing with your own breath. So every exhale, you round your back, and every inhale, you find a little bit more space in the front of your body. Feel free to add on any additional movements that feel good to you. You can barrel your ribs side to side or in a circle, or stretch your side body. You can even flip your fingers to face your knees to stretch your wrists, but move freely with the intention of opening up your body the way that you need to open it before we begin to move and build our flow. And that's what this practice is about. It's about moving with the intention of moving with your own intuition, right? Because you know best what your body needs and where you're coming from. All right, from here, keep your knees stacked over underneath your hips and walk your hands forward. It's called puppy dog pose. A nice stretch of the underarms. You can hover your face off of the ground or rest your forehead on the floor. Press down into the tops of your feet. Continue to press into your hands, lift your chest, and then flatten your forearms to the ground. Shift yourself forward into a kneeling forearm plank. You can walk your knees back, curl your tailbone down. Press into your palms and your forearms. You can either stay here or tuck your toes, coming into a full forearm plank. Pause here and breathe. Just hold, broaden across your shoulders. Press actively into your forearms and elbows. From here, we add the legs. Tap your right knee down and then straighten your knee. Tap your left knee down and straighten. Begin to march it out. Right knee and left, right and left. Lift the back of your skull and line with the rest of your body so you're not dropping your head down. We're here for 4, 3, both legs straight, and 2. On one, both legs straight. Let's add on. Both knees tap and lift. Tap and lift. Getting right into the abdominals right away here. Let's breathe it out here for 6, less 5. You can always hold your knees down to the mat and hold your forearm plank. We're here for 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold your knees down, untuck your toes, and then lower your pelvis to the floor. This is called Sphinx pose, a supported spinal extension. Press into the tops of your feet and your pubic bone, press into your forearms, and pull your belly button forward. A nice stretch of your chest in the front of your body. Then lower your chest down to the floor and slide your hands in line with your shoulders. Zip up your inner thighs and ankle bones, creating a long cobra tail behind you. Take an exhale breath as you press into your pubic bone and the tops of your feet. And then inhale to a little swan. Start to peel your chest off of the floor. Little to no weight in your hands. Draw your chin in towards your chest ever so slightly to lengthen the back of your neck. And then use your exhale to lower it down. We'll repeat that twice more. Inhale, start to peel your ribs off of the ground. Hover your hands. Feel another set of ribs rise, and then lower it down. Last one. Inhale, peel your chest forward and up. Hover your hands. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your chest down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Option to move to high plank, all fours, or move from a kneeling position. Inhale, high plank, high push-up position. Hold here and breathe. Replant your hands firmly into the ground. Press into your fingertips and knuckles. Squeeze your glutes as you drive your heels back. Hold here for 5. Last 4, belly strong. 3, the intention is to build heat and strengthen the body before we move on. Last 2, on 1, pike your hips up towards the sky and breathe out as you settle your heels towards the earth. Pedal out your legs if that feels good. Bring some awareness to the back line of your legs. Nod your head no. And on a positive note, shake your head yes. From here, soften your gaze forward, bend your knees, and then walk forward several small steps towards the top of your mat for ragdoll pose. In ragdoll, your feet are hip distance apart or even wider. Bend your knees a lot and let your upper body hang heavy. Allow your arms to dangle or grab onto your elbows and just be heavy as you sway side to side. Breathe in and breathe out. I love a good sigh. Breathe out. Allow your nervous system to calm down as you prepare to move and build strength. Release your hands to the earth. Toe heel your feet together. Big toes touch, but a small gap between your heels so that your pinkies are parallel. Soften your knees. Pull your belly in. And as you inhale, slowly begin to roll up, stacking your spine one vertebra at a time, all the way to a stand. At the top, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, add a back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you push your hips forward. Inhale, rise to center. And exhale, unite your hands at your heart. Bow your gaze to your fingers or close your eyes. Take a moment here to root down equally through each foot. Stand on your own 2 feet here. Firm your palms into your heart. And here with hands at heart, a symbol of gratitude and intention, start to set your own personal intention for your practice. What brought you here today? Is that to move, to breathe, to build strength? Whatever it is, allow your intention to be threaded into how you move, how you practice. And even take that off of your mat today. All together, take a deep breath in, setting in your intention for yourself. And open mouth, exhale. Blink open your eyes. Let's flow. Inhale, mountain pose. Circle, sweep your arms up. Exhale, back bend, cactus your elbows. And return to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Hands through heart or open arm swan dive. Bend your knees as you near the bottom to release your lower back. Inhale, halfway lift. Think of a tabletop with your spine. If you're using weights, this is like a deadlift. So soften behind your knees, open across your chest. You're holding your weights. But we have no weights right now. So halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Moving into our first chaturanga flow. Chaturanga means a series of several postures. High plank, low plank, up dog, which is a little spinal extension, followed by downward facing dog. It's a flow. I'll show you several variations you can take throughout class because we do a lot of them. For the full expression from high plank, you shift forward. You can remain on your toes or lower your knees to the ground. Next, you do a push-up, bending your elbows back towards your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet, lift your thighs off of the floor, and then exhale, down dog, pike your hips up. So that's variation 1, on your toes or on your knees. Variation 2, shift forward, high plank. When I cue chaturanga, you hold here, perhaps add a push-up, or just hold your high plank as I cue up dog. Downward facing dog, you press back. That's my favorite one. You'll see me doing that one a lot. Now let's flow breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, travel forward, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Roll to standing. Exhale, back bend, open your chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to mid plank. Step back, move through your flow. Up dog. I'm gonna hold high plank. Downward facing dog. Again, I'll do that mostly during class, you'll see that. One more time, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. This is our warm up, our big body movements. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, roll to stand. Add a back bend if you'd like. Rise up and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow it out. Once again, chaturanga dandasana, high to mid plank. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Downward facing dog is where we meet. All right, let's add some cardio. Inhale, look forward or shift forward, high plank. Separate your feet wider than your mat. Here we go into shoulder taps. Steady your hips. Reach your right hand to your left shoulder and then return to high plank. Now left hand to right shoulder and high plank. Repeat that, left hand down, right hand down. You can either stay here or kneel your knees to the ground, drawing your heels towards your glutes to engage your hamstrings. We're here for 15 more seconds. A lot of shoulders here, a lot of abdominals, or you can just hold and breathe. We're here for 10. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Down dog in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Narrow your feet as you step back. Let's move through our warm-up flow with our weights. Inhale, look forward and shift forward. Oh, rather not. We have one more thing. As you exhale, lower one knee down to the ground, followed by the other. Grab onto your weights and come up to a kneeling position. First, we get into our push-up series and our shoulder work. So hands, weights in your hands, roll your shoulders down your back, draw your weights to your shoulders, and then open your arms to a T with your palms up, elbows soft. Just start to lift your hands up. Up, it's a little lift, little lift. See how I'm pressing into my thumbs, and you can see the tone of my biceps. So squeeze into your weights. Even though they're light, you'll still feel them. They're very mighty. Continue to engage your glutes and pull your belly off of your thighs. You can lean back if you want to get more into the quads and the abdominals. However, think of scooping your tailbone down and keeping your belly firm. We're here for 6. Avoid looking up. Gaze straight forward. The back of your neck is long. 4, 3, we'll add on 2, on 1, bicep curl. Weights your shoulders and open. Shoulders and open. Keep going just like that. Imagine your upper arms are on a shelf so they do not move. Find the full range of motion here so that you're using your triceps out, biceps as you pull in. Here we go for 6. Last 5, 4, keep your core engaged. 3, 2, bend your elbows halfway on 1, flip your weights forward. Now shoulder press up and lower, up and lower. Pause when your upper arms are parallel to the floor. You're going no further than that, right? Just parallel. Let's go for 6. Last 5, ooh, light weights, but I'm feeling them now. 4, 3, this is one of my favorite arm series. One exercise after another. Pause here, now row your elbows together and open, chest fly, open and close it. That's it, here for 8, As we're doing this, avoid flaring your ribs. So we're not doing this little inchworm dance. We're staying nice and locked. We're here for 4, 3, 2, on 1. Keep your forms together. Little punches up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your weights down. Roll your shoulders back. Remain on your knees. Walk your hands forward, moving into our push-up series. Separate your hands wide arm push-ups. Bend your knees and draw your heels towards your glutes, engaging your hamstrings. Now we lower down for 2 and press up for 2. Lead with your chest, down for 2, up for 2. Keep going. I'm going to tuck you through it. As you bend your elbows out and down. So it looks more like this, then out to a T so that your shoulders remain down your back. We're down for 2, up for 2. Lead with your chest. Keep your head in line with the rest of your spine. One more like that. Down for 2, up for 2. Now single counts. We lower and lift. 8 and lift. Last 7. Dig deep. Use your breath. It's an inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Last 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Press it back to a rest pose. Just one quick rest pose as you breathe in and breathe out. All right, inhale to all fours. Exhale, high plank, downward facing dog is where we meet. Now we move into our flow with our weights. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, with or without your weights. Remember that deadlift action. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees a lot. Draw your weights to your shoulders first, and then punch your shoulders, weights rather, straight up. Inhale, weights through shoulders, sit deeper into your chair. Exhale, tricep kick back. Extend your hands higher than your hips. In your chair, sit deep into your heels. Engage your glutes. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, weights through shoulders and up. Exhale, tricep kick back, shoulders and back. Inhale, weights through shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. You can release your weights. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we flow. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to mid plank. Take a deep breath in. Down dog is where we meet. So this is a flow with our weights, our prep flow. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Think high plank, and then hike your knee into your underarm. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, cross the body, a little twist. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, then look forward and step forward into your first low lunge. Grab onto your weights. Keep your back heel lifted. Soften your back knee, and inhale, crescent lunge. Weights through shoulders. Punch your weight straight up and breathe. In your crescent lunge, traction your right knee over your toes. Your feet are on railroad tracks to keep your hips squared. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to come back through center and deep breath out. Inhale your weights through shoulders. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin your back heel down. Lunge into your front knee and open your arms to a T like we did earlier in class. Bend into your front knee, opening your front hip. Actively press into the pinky edge of your back foot. Avoid locking your elbows. Soft bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice stretch. Inhale, reverse warrior. Weights through shoulders. Back hand to your hip. Top hand. Punch it straight up. Avoid the side body stretch with your weights in the hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Weights through shoulders. Pivot forward on your back foot. Plant your weights down. Remember, knuckles flush to the mat if you're using them as you step back. Exhale, downward facing dog, or move through your flow. Let's do the same thing on the left side. Inhale your left leg high. Keep your hips square. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, drop forward. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, cross the body, little twist. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, then step forward, low lunge. Soften your back knee, keep your heel lifted, and inhale, crescent lunge. Face your shoulders, punch them straight up, and breathe. Again, find the same symmetry on this side as you did on the other with your hips and your feet. Now focus on the upper body. Pull your belly off of your thighs. Knit your front ribs together and soften your shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, weights through shoulders. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin your right heel down now. Lunge into your left knee and open your arms to a T. So now you see me from behind. Legs are the same. Make sure that your head is over your shoulders and your shoulders are over your hips. So you're not leaning too far forward or too far back. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior, weights through shoulders. Back hand to your hip. Punch your front weight straight up. Exhale, chaturanga, weights through shoulders. Pivot forward on your back foot. Plant your weights and move through your flow. Take a deep breath in. You're moving through the flow. Remember, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog is where we meet. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, we're adding on to our flow. This is our exercise series with our weights. Inhale, look forward to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel forward, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift with or without your weights. Exhale, hold forward. Grab your weights. Inhale, chair pose, weights through shoulders and up. Exhale, chair plane, weights through shoulders. Fly your arms back, tricep kick back. Now here, flip your weights back. Draw your weights towards your knees and then fly them back above your hips. So it's a lower and lift, lower and lift. This is our tricep series. We'll do a few exercises flowing one from another. Remain nice and low in your chair so you're activating your glutes. If you need to, separate your feet for a little wider base of balance. We're here for 8. Last 7. Feel your shoulders open. Belly pulls in. 6. Final 5. Hold it back in 4. 3. 2. Hold it back on 1. It's a little lift for 8. 7. Higher than your hips. 6. 5. 4. Stay lifted. 3. 2 and 1. Now thumbs together and open. Together and open for 8. Last 7. Whew. And 6. Final 5. 4. We're not done. And 3. 2. Last 1. Hold it here. Bend your elbows so that your weights face one another. Now tricep kick back. As you extend your arms, extend one leg back and then come back for center bend. Opposite leg back and in. Now repeat. Out and in, out and in. Be very light on your back toes. You can even hover if you have that challenge in you. Woo! Even if you unstabilize for a moment, that's okay. Takes a second for the body to recalibrate and find its equilibrium. Let's go for 8. Last 7. Bend into your front knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down. Now come up to standing. Separate your feet, hip distance apart. Weights to your heart center. Roll your shoulders back. Now sit low into your squat and pulse and pulse. Squat series is next. Weight into your heels. Your toes are light on the floor though. Still on the floor. Traction your knees over your toes. It almost feels like you're bowing them out. Should feel it in your outer hips. Belly pulled in. Let's go for 4, 3, sit low in 2 and 1. Now stand up, single count for your squats. Be lower and lift, lower and lift. Keep going into the squat. Keep your chest lifted. Try to get your thighs parallel to the floor. We're here for 8 and lift, squeezing your glutes at the top. Just like press of your hips forward. Press your knuckles into one another. Keep your chest open. Keep going for 4. Need to adjust the screen. Last 3. Final 2. Sit low on 1. Pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Woo. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to mid plank. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, down dog is where we meet. All right, cardio burst. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. From here, draw your right knee in toward your left elbow, cross your body. Then step back to high plank. Left knee to your right elbow, cross and back. Slow mountain climbers. So it's right knee and back, left knee and back. Or you can speed it up. Moving into a full-on sprint into your mountain climbers. Either knee to chest or knee across your body. 30 seconds already started once I started demonstrating. But keep going. Dig deep. Follow your intention. Why are you here on your mat today? Why did you decide to tune in? Harness that here. We're only here for 10. Last 9, 8. I'm in it with you. 6, 5, 4. Down dog in 3, 2, And one, press back down dog. Whew. Take a deep breath in. Oh, and a deep breath out. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Listen for the change. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Hold it here. Straighten your right leg. Pinky edge of your foot on the mat. Right hand is your foundation. Left hand up and over. It's called falling star. Lift your hips. Return your left hand down. Square your chest. Pick up your right leg. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, little lunge. Step forward. Now grab your weights. Inhale, crescent lunge. Waist your shoulders. Punch them up. Listen for the change. Weights through shoulders. Pitch forward. Create a diagonal with your body. Lower your weights down to frame your right knee facing one another. Narrow row. You draw your elbows up and lower. Up and lower. As you lift, keep your upper arms close to your body. Narrow close to your rib cage. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the top of the movement. So here we're working on our upper back and our shoulder blades. You can either stay here, but you can also kneel down to your back knee to focus mainly on the upper body. We will be doing a lot of legs today, so if you need this, honor yourself and where you're at. Focus on what makes you brings you the most intention and quality versus just pushing through. We're here for 8. Last 7. I'm going to kneel down. Keep your belly off of your thigh if you're in the kneel, so you're not letting go of that strong core. Here for 6. 5. We'll keep it up in 4. Resistance on the way down and way up. 3, 2, and 1. Keep it up. Little pulse. And squeeze your shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're not done. Lower your weights down. Frame your right knee. Now fly your arms open to a T and bring it back together. It's an open and lower, fly and lower. Keep going just like that. Shoulders down your back so you're not feeling it in your neck. If you do, gaze right, gaze left. Continue to gaze right and left. You can be in the kneel or in your high lunge. We're here for 4. Last 3, 2, final 1. Whew. From here, waist your shoulders, roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, warrior 2. Open your hips, lower your weights down in front of your hips, moving into our bicep curls. Straighten your front leg, draw your waist to your shoulders. Rebend as you lower your arms. So we lift and lower. Keep going just like that. So now we add on these conditioning exercises with our flow that we did during our warm-up. As you straighten your front leg, think of pulling up on your quad so you're not dumping into your knee. Press into your big toe. Squeeze your biceps. We're going to continue here and then move on to two more positions. Last 4 and lower. 3. We would do this bicep curl with our arm series, hands and straps on a reformer. So it's mimicking that. 2 and 1. From here, lower it down. Open your arms to a V position. Now straighten your leg up to shoulders, then lower back down. Shoulders and down, shoulders and down. That's it. Upper arms are close to your body. However, you're not squeezing them. They're nice. There's a nice space of air in between. Let's go for 4 and lower. 3. Activate your front leg and hamstring. Work it. 2. On 1, lower it down. 1 more position. Bend your elbows halfway. Open your arms to a T now. All the way to shoulders. Stop halfway. Shoulders and lower. Shoulders and lower. Keep going just like that. We're going to even it out for 6 more. 6 and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause it here. Now draw your hands to cross and then open back to a T. Cross and open. We're getting into our rotators here. So our upper arms remain close to the body. You're moving nice and slow to get into those rotators in your shoulders, opening your chest. These help with our postural muscles. Here we go for 4, 3. Doesn't have to be fast and definitely not heavy weights. 2 and 1. From here, waist your shoulders. Straighten your front leg. Pivot your heels and toes out. You can even narrow your feet if you want. And take a nice stretch. Exhale, waist to heart center. Press your knuckles into one another and parallel your feet. Getting into our lateral body work, our lateral outer hip work. Bend into your left knee. Keep your right leg straight the whole time. Weight into your heel, mostly, but your toes are light. Traction your knee over your pinky toe. Now straighten your leg and push your hips forward. So you lower and straighten, lower and straighten. It's a lateral lunge on the left side. In fact, we're going to do several exercises, repeating one after another, really burning out that left side. Press your knuckles against one another. Engage your chest, shoulders down your back. Let's go for 6. Last 5. Catch your breath when you need to. 4, 3, hold it down in 2. Last 1, hold it down, little pulse. Pulse, my toes are lifted. I'm pressing through the heel, pulsing it out for a 6, 5, 4, keep it bent in 3, 2, 1. From here, we little hop. Externally rotate your leg, heel and toe out. And then hop, parallel. So hop out, hop in, a little faster. Keep their right leg exactly where it is. Let's go for 8. Last 7. Keep your knee bent. 6. Final 5. 4. Hold it parallel in 3, 2, and 1. Come to parallel. Now a little hop. Stand on your right leg and laterally kick your left leg to the left. Land, toe ball, heel. Same thing. Kick, lateral kick, and land. Kick and land. Make sure as you're landing, it's toe ball, heel. Toe ball, heel. Lateral kick, getting into your outer hip. Let's go for just 4 more. Last 3, 2, final 1. Needing that lateral lunge and pulse it out for 8, 7, 6. Quad is feeling it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your front leg, pivot your heels and toes out, and squat down into a nice goddess pose. Little pulse here, opening through your inner hips. This is relieving after all that work. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Transition your weights down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down and straighten your legs. Raise your weights to your chin and lower. Chin raise and lower. Squeeze your glutes at the top. That's it. Pull up on your quads so you're not dumping into your knees. Let's just go for 6. Last 5, 4. Lead with your elbows. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Waist to heart. Pulse it up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your legs. Woo. Exhale, warrior 2. Right knee bent. Pivot your toes forward. Lunge into your front knee. Arms to a T. This is it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Woo, nice stretch. Exhale, chaturanga. Transition your way back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Down dog is where we meet. Take an inhale here. Feel free to grab a little bit of water. Not a chug, a little sip. Happy Saturday. Cheers. Breathe in. Down dog is where we meet. All right. Now we'll repeat that flow on the left side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your weights. Inhale, chair pose. I'm going to face you. Weights your shoulders and up. Exhale, tricep kick back. Waist your shoulders and back. From here, waist your shoulders. Weights to heart center. Stand up straight. Separate your feet hip distance apart. From here, right leg is forward. We lunge the left leg back. And you take a step forward. Lunge the left leg back. 90-90 in both knees. Keep your right knee bent. Step forward to a squat. Wide squat. Now transition. Left leg forward, right leg back. And squat and transition to your lunge. So this is it. If you need to, you can come to a standing before you move into the other side. That's okay. But if you remain in your bend, you're using more quad and outer hip. Core engage. Let's count it down to 8. Last 7. It's not easy. 6. That's okay. Get low in your back knee. 5. 4. We'll hold it back in 3. Hold it back in 2. Last 1. Hold your right leg back. Pulse it out. 8. 7. 6. Chest lifted. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Step to center. Pulse it out. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. You'll be so happy when you're done with this. 3, 2, 1. And you'll love me. Right leg forward, left leg back. Pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step forward, sit low, and straighten your legs. Last count of 8, single counts where you lower and lift. Lower and lift. We're down to 6 and lift. 5. Final 4, 3, 2, sit low on 1. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you got it. Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll meet in downward facing dog. You see where I just like to hold high plank now? From here, inhale, high plank. Cardio burst, knee to elbow across your body and send it back. Knee to elbow and send it back. Mountain climbers, right knee and left. Slow it down or speed it up. 30 seconds, we already started, so you're halfway there. Keep going, challenge yourself. You can always just hold. You can take a break, but then get right back into it because we're only here for 10. Last 9, dig deep, 7, 6, final 5, 4, down dog in 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Whew. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow across the body. Now straighten your leg. Left hand is your foundation. Breathe in, falling star. Breathe out, transition back to center. Left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. All right, from here, grab your weights. Inhale, crescent lunge. Waist through shoulders and up. Exhale, waist through shoulders. Pitch forward. Lower your weights down to frame your knee, but flip your weights to face back. Now wide arm row. Elbows out to a T and lower. Out and lower. Looks like this if I'm facing forward, creating a rectangle shape with your chest and your arms. You can always kneel down to your back knee. Keep going just like that. Focus is on your upper back and shoulders. So squeeze your shoulders together. Core is engaged, whether you're kneeling or in your high lunge. Let's go for 6. We'll hold it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Little pulse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your weights down. We're not done. Now fly your arms back. Tricep kickback. Forward to the knee. Back. Forward and back. So we're not just swinging our arms. That's not doing anything. It's resistance forward, resistance back. That's it. 8 and back. 7. Last 6. Final 5. We'll hold it back in 4, 3, 2, hold it back on 1. Little pulse to finish off. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Waist through shoulders. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin your right heel down. Hold it here. Lower your weights down now. Hammer curls. So your palms face one another. And it looks like this when we start to raise. Straighten your front leg. Weights through shoulders. Hammer curl and lower. Hammer curl and lower. And we'll do the same exercises that we did on the other side, but with this position of hammer curl versus what we did, which was our traditional bicep curl. That's it. Work that front leg. Lengthen your quad. Lengthen. Use your hamstring as well. That's it. Back leg is still active. It's not just there for a little tripod base. Let's go for 4. That's 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down now. V out your arms all the way up and lower. Up and lower. It's like we're doing sunshine and lower. 8. Last 7. Whew. Dripping sweat here. This is good. Saturday. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend your knee. Open your arms to a T. Halfway up and lower, halfway down. That's it. 8. Final 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold it down. Palms together and open. Together and open. Again, the rotators and the upper back are working here. Try not to flare your ribs. So you're keeping your core engaged. We're here for 6. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Weights through shoulders. Straighten your front leg, pivot your heels and toes out. Narrow your stance if you need to. And take a glorious stretch. Exhale, weights through heart. Parallel your feet. Now we do that same lateral sequence on the right side. Here, from here, knuckles against one another. Straighten your front leg. Push up and then rebend. Up, rebend. Keep going just like that. Weight into your front heel. Remember, bow your knee out instead of collapsing it in, right? You're pressing into your outer hip. Let's go for 6. Last 5. Final 4. We'll hold it down in 3. 2. Hold it down on 1. Pulse it out for 8. 7. 6. Hold it down in 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it down now. External rotation, heel and toe out. And then jump back to parallel. Out and in. Here for 8. Last 7. 6. Count it down with me. 5. 4. 3. 2. Parallel. On 1. Hold it down. Now you hop up, lateral kick, and land. Hop up and land. That's it. Toe ball heel. You don't want the weights, you can put them down. Very carefully put them down. Here we go for 4. Last 3, 2, final 1. Hold it down, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall, heels and toes out, squat down. Whew. Bring your weights to your thighs. From here, open your chest, sit low. We slide down the right knee. Lateral bend, and then exhale back to center. Left hand down, and back to center. A little bit of a brain teaser. You're trying to roll your weights down or your water bottles, whatever you have. If you do not have a prop like this, you can bring your hands to heart and do a little twist, or hands behind your head and lateral bend that way. I just like this variation today. Here we go for 4 on each side. You can even just slide them down. It's a little easier. Last 3, getting into your obliques. So you're not just moving mindlessly. The intention is to engage the oblique. Engage it. Last 1 on each side. That's it. Come through center, weights through shoulders, straighten your legs. Warrior 2, this time left leg front, arms to a T. Inhale, reverse warrior. Guess what? Last chaturanga right here. Pivot forward, plant your hands. I'm gonna do it. It's the last one. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Whew. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shake it out. Pedal it out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Squat down, have a seat. Grab a little bit of water. Again, don't chug it. Because next we're getting into our abdominal series. That's it. This is the last 15 minutes. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right. Weights are nearby. Hold on behind your knees. Make sure your heels are in line with your sits bones. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl your pelvis forward. As you roll back onto your sacrum. From here, inhale, scoop yourself back up to a seat. So a little prep for a roll down. Scoop and lower. Try to be light on your hands. And then inhale, lift up. You can even do it without your hands. Scoop and lower. And then inhale, just scoop and lift. 2 more like that. Scoop and lower. Inhale and lift. Last 1. Scoop and lower. Here we hold. Reach your biceps by your ears. Sweep your hands to the right. Biceps by your ears. Sweep it to the left. Now up and over to the right, to the left, side to side. You can always sit up a little taller. You can lower down to your elbows and tap your toes instead, or just hold. Here we go for 4. I love to offer lots of variations because I know that we're working with a lot of different bodies, and different days require different intentions, right? And that's totally fine. Here we go for 2. Last 1, come through center, inhale, breath. Exhale, lower it down for 4. Last 3, like a crank. I like to crank it down. 2 and 1, we lower all the way down. Take a full body stretch. Whew. Breathe in. And breathe out. You just rest here. Nope, we still have more. Bend your knees, walk your heels in, grab onto your weights. Your weights are flat and horizontal to your mat, and rest your palms just on top of them, nice and flat, so that your arms are not just floppy. You're pressing them down, keeping your chest open and your arms active. Here we move into our hammock, our bridge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, scoop your pelvis up, begin to lift one vertebra at a time. So remember our Pilates bridge, pull your abdominals in, lengthen out of your knees, inhale. Exhale, lower it down, one vertebra at a time. Feel that articulation, like a snake slinking up as you exhale, or like a strand of pearls, lower, one bead at a time as you lower down. All right, now let's speed it up. So we go up for 2, articulate, down for 2. Up for 2, avoid looking side to side here. We do have a little pressure on our necks as we lift our hips. So just listen to my cues, or come up to a seat and take a look if you need to. Or place your video right in front of you. Here we go, 2 more. Up for 2. And down for 2. Are your arms active, or are they touching the floor? They shouldn't be if they're on the weights. Lift up, hold it here, little pulse, up, top range. Squeeze at the smile of your glute. Press into your heels and your toes equally. Here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now tap your hips down and lift them up. We tap and lift, tap and lift. All right, so now it's not an articulation, it's a hinge at the hip crease. Try to hover your hips if you can instead of touching the floor. That's your challenge. Last 6. And 5, we'll keep it up in 4. Last 3. Again, it's all initiating the core. 2 and 1. Hold it up. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Now knees together. Hinge and lower and lift. Lower and lift. Now your knees and your thighs are squeezing together. We're engaging our adductors, which connect to our lower abdominals or transverse abdominals. So keep them together. Even if your range of motion is smaller, that's okay. Here we go for 4. We'll hold it up in 3. Final 2. Hold it up on 1. Hold it up. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Keep squeezing your knees together. Now pulse, top range. 8, 7, 6. Woo. Now this is a different story, right? 5, 4. Hold it up. 3, 2, on 1. Hold it up. Now hips sway. Hips to the right and center. Hips to the left and center. It's a little shimmy, right and left. Right and left. Ladies, remember when we used to wear stilettos way back in the day? Like 3 months ago, maybe? Well, pretend they're on. Those Saturday night stilettos, and then you're shaking it right and left. Guys, you too? Now you like to boogie side to side. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Just hold. 4. Squeeze everything in. Rise up high into your toes. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Bring your knees into your chest. Feet together. Knees apart. Draw your knees to your underarm and rock side to side. Whew. Little rock side to side. Oh, it feels so good after all that work. Take a happy baby pose. Capture the inner outer edges of your feet. Try to lengthen your tailbone down. So if it's rolling up too high, hold on to your shins or your thighs instead. Breathe in. And straighten out one leg at a time. And breathe out. Oh, that feels very nice after all that work. You can even grab onto the back of your legs, a little hamstring stretch. Again, curl your tailbone down as if your legs were on your straps. You know that glorious stretch, holding onto the straps. All right, from here, let's get into our abdominals. This is it. Bring your shins to tabletop. Hands behind your head, palms stacked instead of interlaced. Take a deep breath in. Neutral spine, exhale, chest lift. Gaze to your belly button. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, we lift. Keep going, we lower. And lift it up. Just a little chest lift, basic chest lift, but become empty of your breath at the top of your movement. Gaze at your belly button. Here we go. Last 4. We'll hold it up in 3. Final 2. Hold it up on one, little pulse, 8, 7, 6, final 5, single leg stretch in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in, left leg in, right leg out, and switch, and switch. It's an inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Legs are in gears. You can either stay here, slide your hands underneath you, or even lower your head down to the ground and focus only on the legs. Lots of options here. Here we go, 6, 5, crisscross in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, and switch it out. And switch it out. Let's add on straight legs in 4. You'll see what I'm talking about. 3, 2, on 1. Come through center and switch. Center and switch. There we go. Let's go for 8. Last 7. Try not to rock your hips. 5, 4. Hold to one side. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold it one side. Pulse it out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Other side. Pulse it out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Hold it up. And lower your head down once again. Rock side to side. Whew. All righty. Plant your feet on the floor. Open your chest. From here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure 4. Press your palms into your thighs and feel a stretch on your outer hip. Flex your right ankle. You can either stay here or hinge at your hip and grab on behind your left thigh. Rock side to side if that feels good. We need to stretch after all that work, the outer hips, the hamstrings. So if you'd like, you can straighten your left leg and hold. I like to rock. Feels so good. Kind of sways the stretch across the outer hip. But these last few moments of class are about stretching and recovering after all that work. So that is the intention here. And it's just as important as the work, so don't skip it. Be intentional how you move. So if you want to become strong and build that lean, long muscle, you need a combination of strength and of stretch, which is why this series, this class is so great because it offers all of it. All right, from here, cross your knees, tap your toes down, shift your hips to the right, open your arms to a T, let your knees fall to the left or lower to the left as you tilt your chin to your right shoulder. Avoid pushing down or cranking into the twist. Be heavy. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Again, like that, breathe in. And allow your breath to do the work as you exhale. Now inhale, engage your core. Like hip sway, you come back through center using your abdominals. Hug both knees in to neutralize. And then switch sides. So either plant your feet, cross your left ankle on top of your right knee, or hinge from your hip. And then find the same sort of movements you did on the other side to balance your body. Straighten your right leg, you did on the other side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Cross your knees like you're sitting in a chair. Tap your toes down. This time let your knees, your hips shift to the left. Lower your knees to the right. Ooh, some snap, crackle, and pops as you gaze left. Air escaping your joints. So don't push it. Just let your body do it and then breathe. In and out, surrendering into the stretch. Again, like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to the center, engage your core. Inhale your knees into your chest. One more happy baby. Grab onto whatever's accessible. Embrace the opening in your hips here. Again, you can stretch out your legs if that feels good. Return your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins and lift your shoulders up. Give yourself a big hug, big embrace, self-gratitude, self-love, and then lower all the way down for a full body rest. Stretch your legs out, your arms out to a T. Create a 5-pointed star with your body, and then relax. We're here just for a few seconds. This This posture, the intention is to recover. Recover your energy before you begin the next portion of your day. Think about your intention in your mind's eye. How has that manifested in these last 60 moments on your mat? Through the heat that you've created, the perspiration, the energy, the positivity. Now, how does that look in the rest of your day with your family, with your work, with yourself? Take a few moments of silence and stillness to breathe, and I'll guide you out very shortly. Remain here in this rest pose a little longer if you need it. But if you're ready to continue with this glorious day, start by taking a deep breath in, finding a full body stretch. Open mouth, exhale. Sweep your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Roll out your wrists and your ankles, wiggle your fingers and toes. And then roll onto your favorite side. Rest your head on your bottom arm like a pillow. Gather your thoughts, and your feelings, and your energy. And then make yourself up to a seated position. Press to both hands. Cross your shins out in front of you. Move away all your props. Sit up nice and tall. Place your hands to your knees or enfold your hands at your heart. Close your eyes. Thank yourself for dedicating this time to moving on your mat, to setting an intention for your practice in your day. As a symbol of gratitude, raise your thumbs to your eyes. May we always see the light in each other, the light within ourselves, and the teacher within every experience along the way. In gratitude, we take a deep breath in together and fold forward to express that gratitude. Thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause. You deserve it. Way to go. Have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you live next week and in the studio very soon. Miss you. Stay safe and healthy. Bye, everyone.